the fact that the Fed is refusing to give Custodia an account for a legally and lawfully chartered bank is an encroachment of federal power on state authority.
Caitlyn Long, a prominent figure in Bitcoin banking, also a speaker at this year's summit, has a 22-year Wall Street background, has been working tirelessly to bridge the gap between traditional banking and digital assets. She is the founder and CEO of Custodio Bank, which is currently seeking Federal Reserve status for digital asset banking. Despite facing opposition, Long continues to fight for this cause. She believes that attempts to suppress Bitcoin will ultimately strengthen the network by pushing it into the shadows, making it more globally distributed, resilient, and less controllable by the U.S. policymakers. As a new asset class, Long notes that Bitcoin and other digital assets present a unique challenge for regulators, particularly due to irreversibility, which is a departure from traditional banking practices.
Caitlyn's a good friend. I've walked the halls of the Texas Capitol with her, introducing her to different legislators, and we're very much in support of Custodia's lawsuit that Wyoming filed an amicus brief for that against I guess it's the Kansas City Fed, which is one of the branches of the Fed. And so what we see here is someone like Caitlyn who's trying to do it the right way, but meeting opposition from bureaucrats within sort of the apparatus of the state that are taking their signals from the current administration, which is not favorable toward this kind of innovation. The banking industry does see the writing on the wall here, and so I think it's going to be silly when we look back in 5 or 10 years to think about the fact that this was resisted so strongly. But if she continues to persevere, I really hope for a positive outcome. The law is on their side. I've looked through the briefs. I've looked through the filings. I'm no lawyer, but I've had lawyers look through it for me and tell me that the law is on their side. And so that's why we're very supportive of Custodia.
And how does that affect, what impact would that have in Texas or for Texas?
Well, it is a battle between federal control and state control. And Texans, as you guys know, are really about the ability for states to, within the constitutional limits set by the 9th and 10th Amendment, for states to assert their authority where it is granted by the Constitution. And in this particular case, and the U.S. Code actually comes in here as well, the state of Texas and all other 49 states are permitted to charter banking institutions, and the Fed should give those institutions Fed accounts. So if you have a charter from a state, you get a Fed account, and then you're duly regulated by the OCC, FDIC, and the state banking regulator, which is the Texas Department of Banking in this case. Well, in Custodia's case, it's actually the Wyoming Department of Banking. But the fact that the Fed is refusing to give Custodia an account for a legally and lawfully chartered bank is an encroachment of federal power on state authority. And so Texans do not like that. And so we're going to continue to fight for her and Custodia and all the shareholders, their rights to get a Fed account, because it's not right that they don't have one.
Hey, it's Amy. Click over here to subscribe, click over here for more content, and we'll see you next time.